class. I hope everyone's doing well today and enjoying the wonderful weather. That's why I'm outside. So we've already learned how to do our back squat. So now we're gonna move on to our front squat. So before we do that, we're gonna fill out a KWL chart to see what we already know about our back squat, what we wanna learn from our front squat, and then after we go through the lesson, we'll write down what we learned on doing our front squat. So let's look at what we already know about our back squat. So we know that we have to keep our hips back. We have to try to not let our knees pass over our toes. Our hands are even on each side of the bar and our feet are shoulder width apart. So what do we want to know about the front squat? Maybe we want to learn about the grip, the position of our feet, how low should we go, or maybe the main difference from our back squat. So you're probably asking yourself, why is a front squat important? Why does it matter? So like with our back squat, it helps strengthen our quads, our glutes, and our hamstrings. And that's gonna help with our power and strength and whatever kind of activities that we choose to do. It's also a lot easier on our lower back because the positioning of the weight when we do a front squat compresses your spine less compared to a back squat. It also can help with your posture, and that's really important when we're students and we're sitting all day. It also can increase our flexibility and our range of motion. It also transfers well to other exercises. So if you guys are interested in something like Olympic weightlifting, the front squat really transfers well to other stuff in that domain. And then also it's important that we're trying out a new type of exercise. Maybe this is something that you guys will enjoy and that you'll try to do outside of our PE class. So today I'm going to show you guys how to do the front squat with a piece of my broom. You don't need an Olympic bar. You could even use like a dowel, a stick, a hockey stick, just something to help you with your positioning. So front squats are similar to our back squat. The only difference is that our barbell or our stick is being placed across the front of our shoulders compared to the back when we were doing our back squats. So with our front squat, there are two different grips that we can do. The first one is called the clean grip. So that's when our fingertips are placed beside our shoulders like so, and our elbows are placed up. The other one is the cross grip, where our barbell again is placed on our shoulders, except now our hands are crossed on our opposite shoulders. So our foot positioning for a front squat is exactly the same as our back squat. We want our feet hip to shoulder distance apart. And also you can put your feet slightly angled a bit, but the most important thing is finding what is comfortable for you. Maybe your feet can come in a little bit and you feel like that helps you get a better range of motion, or maybe placing your toes outwards. So I'm going to show you guys how to do the front squat with the clean grip. So remember, the most important thing is that our elbows are staying up the whole time. So step one, we're going to breathe in and tighten our core and have our elbows up. For step two, we're going to sit our hips back, keep our chest up, elbows up, and start lowering by bending our knees. Step three, as we're going down, we're going to keep going down until our thighs are parallel with the ground or in a 90-degree angle. This will depend on your flexibility and range of motion. So now for step four, we're going to be coming back and we're going to be pushing up through the midpoint of our foot and driving our quads up. When we come up, we are extending our hips and squeezing our glutes at the end. So now I'll have it broken down even better for you guys with pictures and steps for you to follow. Step one, take a deep breath in, tighten your core, and keep your elbows up. Step two, sit your hips back, begin bending your knees, and keep your chest and elbows up. Step three, continue bending your knees until your thighs are approximately parallel to the ground. And finally, step four, come back up, drive through the midpoint of your feet, and squeeze your glutes to extend your hips at the end. Here's a graphic organizer showing the different steps that I will be passing out in class as well. Alrighty, so let's go over what we learned about the front squat. So we learned that there are two different kinds of grip, either the clean grip or the cross grip. We learned that our feet should be hip to shoulder width apart and that our toes can be slightly angled out. Our thighs are parallel to the ground. That determines how low we can go. And then the main difference from our back squat is the weight distribution and then the setup of the bar. Remember that it's going across the front of our shoulders compared to when it's on our back in the back squat. I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to do a front squat. Next class, we're going to go over common mistakes and how we can fix those.